it is a step into the right direction, but it's clearly not sufficient. The other thing is that the gap between two categories is enormous. So it is a good and a fair price for some, a few hundreds of fans, and then when you move on to the next step on the ladder, it's very, very expensive. So we would see it as again a first step into the right direction, but FIFA needs to do more. So I'd imagine people internally at FIFA or in the member associations have managed to demonstrate that the interest from the fans was limited, because there are only so many people in every country that can put this kind of money in football tickets. So I'd imagine it's a combination of all of this. I'd imagine the concern from FIFA, which I think is genuine and legitimate, was that some of the seats would remain empty, or that there wouldn't be any sort of atmosphere around the pitch. And that's the first time FIFA reversed a decision like this, at least in its modern history. So again, it's a positive sign, a step into the right direction, but clearly it doesn't go far enough. And then if you look at the communication from FIFA today, it specifically says that these tickets need to go to the most loyal fans. But again, unfortunately, some PNAs decide to award them differently, and FIFA doesn't provide any guidelines obligation. The PNAs have the freedom to choose how they distribute the tickets. So most of them will go through some loyalty scheme, will give a certain number to their organized fan groups, and all of this is fair enough. The only problem is when they reserve on top of this a big chunk to their sponsors or partners. Now, with this $60 scheme, the cheapest tickets to follow your team to the final is going to be $480. It's expensive, or at least in our opinion, but it's reasonable per international tournament standards. That's for the category 4. Then the next option is category 3. And in category 3, you're at $6,900. The gap is enormous for people that would essentially be sitting in the same section. So you can be in one section of the stadium and have someone next to you that has paid 15 times more or 15 times less, and it doesn't feel right. So the gap still needs to be addressed. The original ticketing policy was so far off that it will take more than the decision that was taken today for it to be fair. Having the most loyal fans, the most vocal, the flags and the chants and the drums behind the goal has been part of football's tradition for probably over 100 years. So putting category 1 behind the goal was a major deviation from the social, cultural history and habits around the tournament. So if FIFA is bringing fans back behind the goals, that's good. It's clearly it's progress again, but we don't know the extent of it. We don't know where exactly the tickets are going to be located. So the barriers to people with disability that are put in place by FIFA are extraordinary. The prices are extraordinarily high. This is in direct contradiction with FIFA's human rights policy, with FIFA statutes, with the UN framework. So that might be legal in the US, but it's definitely not ethical or moral. But obviously, we are very keen to raise more awareness than it has been now, because there's been a lot of attention on ticket prices in general. But we are looking at a World Cup without people with disabilities if FIFA continues into that direction.